Welcome back to my channel, and you are watching English Flight, and I am Parthojit Bora. So today I will give very important question answers which were left already giving in the previous videos. Actually a chapters a last lesson to ketaman important question thaki goisile by mistake, so moi aku সেই question bor tumalok dibo bisarisu because of these questions are very important. So মই start কৰিব বিচাৰিছো এটা question চাই লবা আৰু ইয়াৰ যিখিনি question মাজত আমি সি দা আনসাৰ বুলি এনেকে লিখা থাকিব সেইবোৰ তোমালোকে মোৰ প্লেলিষ্ট উলিয়াই লাষ্ট লেসন 2 মার্কস question answer চাবা ঠিক আছে so let's start. So what would France love to do on that sunny morning instead of going to school? This question came in the year 2019, very important question. So let's start. The answer is that on the sunny morning Franz thought for a moment that he would spend the day out of doors instead of going to school because it was so bright, warm, and the birds were chirping at the edge of the woods and in the open field back of the sawmill. The Prussian soldiers were drilling, which were more attractive than the rules of participles. So answer to hoisile je France ki koribole bhal paisile he sunny morning ot school no goi pelai. So he school যোৱাৰ পৰিৱৰ্তে he কি কৰিছিলে he Prussian soldiers বিলাকৰ drilling চাইছিলে আকৌ মানে কি কৰিছিলে he মানে সেই ধুনিয়া চৰাইবোৰৰ chirping কৰি থকা চৰাই মাত শুনিছিলে ওচৰৰ ৰাস্তাৰ কাষত থকা woods হয়নে হেৰি ফৰেষ্টত তাৰ পিছত he sawmill back side drilling কৰি থকা দৃশ্য চাইছিলে Prussian soldier buro. So এইবিলাক কৰি বেছি ভাল পাইছিলে আৰু স্কুল যোৱাতকে ওকে কিন্তু ফাইনালি স্কুল গৈছিল দে এই সকলোবোৰ বাদ দি নেক্সট কোৱেশ্চন ইজ ৰেডি ফৰ ইউ why did Monceau Hamel not blame France alone for his inability to learn? The answer is that Monceau Hamel didn't blame France alone for his inability to learn because in this respect he also wanted to blame their parents and Monceau Hamel himself. Their parents preferred to put their children to work on a farm or at the mills to earn money. Hamel sent his student to water his flowers instead of learning their lessons. Also, when he went to go fishing, he gave them holidays. Very important. So, Hamele kyo Franjoke mane দুখ দিয়া নাছিলে ইয়াৰ আনসাৰটো হৈছিল তেওঁ নিজেও জড়িত হৈছিল নিজেও মানে ফিশিংত জৰিয়া গৈছিল স্কুল হলিডে দিছিলে আৰু কি কৰিছিলে ল'ৰা-ছোৱালী বিলাকক পেৰেন্টস বিলাকো জড়িত আছিলে যে পেৰেন্টস বিলাকেও কি কৰিছিল ল'ৰা-ছোৱালীক মিলত কাম কৰিবলৈ পঠাইছিলে মানি আৰ্ন কৰিবৰ কাৰণে ফাৰ্মত বুজি পাইছানে আৰু ইনষ্টেড অফ আৰ্নিং নলেজ so Hamel sent his students to water আৰু ল'ৰা-ছোৱালী বিলাকক Monceau Hamel ফ্লাৱাৰ ফুলত পানী দিবলৈ পঠাইছিলে নপঢ়াই পেলাই আকো যেতিয়া ফিশিংত গৈছিল হলিডে দিছিলে so these are the reason. Next question, what did Monceau Hamel say about the French language? Very important. French language বিষয় Monceau Hamel কি কৈছিলে regarding the French language? Very important question. Hamel said that it was the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget. Very important. এইকেইটা word লিখিব লাগিব the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget. এই বস্তুটো very important আৰু most beautiful language লিখিব লাগিব 2 মার্কসৰ কাৰণে very important. Next question is that আমাৰ দিয়া হৈছে এইকিটা তোমালোকে actually playlist মাৰি পেলাই চাই লবা 2 marks last lesson question answers. Will they make them sing in German even the pigeons? So what does this sentence suggest? So to playlist আছে how did French feelings about Hamel and the school change, and what was the French expected to be prepared with the school that day, and what had been put up in the bulletin board that morning. Very important. 2014 ahise. The answer is that the latest news from Berlin had been put up in the bulletin board that morning. The news was an order to teach only German language in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, and the new master comes from tomorrow. Je bulletin board ki likha asile je এইটো লিখা হৈছিলে যে মানে বাৰ্লিনৰ পৰা এটা অৰ্ডাৰ আহিছিলে যে এলসেক আৰু লৰেনত নেক্সট ডে জাৰ্মানী হ'ব ইনষ্টেড অফ ফ্ৰেঞ্চ সেইটো হৈছিলে so why was the lesson called the last lesson দিয়া আছে প্লেলিষ্টত and what was the connection what is the commotion হুলস্থুল that France anticipated in the classroom. Classroom France কি অনুভৱ কৰিছিলে হুলস্থুল কেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ বা আমি ইউজুৱেল থিংছটো কৰিব পাৰোঁ when school began there was a great bustle হুলস্থুল which could be heard out in the street the opening and closing of desks lessons repeated in unison very loud the teacher's great ruler rapping on the table so these were the commotion that France anticipated এইবোৰ ফ্ৰান্সে শুনা পাইছিলে কেনেকৈ হুলস্থুল কৰিছিলে ঠিক আছে why did France want to spend his day out of doors যে দুৱাৰ বাহিৰত ফ্ৰান্সে কিয় স্পেণ্ড কৰিব বিচাৰিছিলে ঘৰৰ বাহিৰত কিয় ফ্ৰান্স wanted to spend his day out of doors because that day was so bright warm and sunny birds আমি আগৰ কোৱেশ্যনৰ লগত মিলিছে গতিকে সেইদিনাখন মই বুজাই দিছোঁ যে চৰাই কণী বিচাৰি চৰাই মাত শুনি সি ভাল পাইছিলে আৰু ব্ৰাইট ৱাৰ্ম আছিলে সেই সময় ৱেডাৰটো আৰু প্ৰুছিয়ান চলজাৰ ড্ৰিলিং চাই ভাল পাইছিলে চ' দ্য প্ৰুছিয়ান চলজাৰ্ছ ড্ৰিলিং এটচেট্ৰা ৱেৰ মোৰ এট্ৰেক্টিভ ফৰ লিটল ফ্ৰান্স দেন দ্য ৰুলছ অফ পাৰ্টিচিপল চ' দ্য নেক্সট কুৱেশ্যন ইজ ৰেডি ফৰ ইউ ডেট ৱাই ৱাজ দেৰ এ ক্ৰাউড ইন ফ্ৰণ্ট অফ বুলেটিন বৰ্ড চ' বুলেটিন বৰ্ডৰ ফ্ৰণ্টত কিয় ক্ৰাউড আছিলে বাৰু There was a crowd in front of bulletin board because all the bad news and official order had come from the notice board and that day also a bad news was put up on the bulletin board aru he bulletin board crowd asile ei karone je tat he bulletin board khoday bad news bilak ahisile aru official order bilak ahisile aru tat enokwa dhoroner asile a bad news was put up on the bulletin board that was an order had come from Berlin to teach only German language. Our German language is hikibo lagibo instead of French language. The schools of Elsek and Lorraine, and the new master also comes from the next day. A gutekhini bostu yat ase. What was Monceau Hamel views about the French language? Ami already kolu. Thik ase ami agor tu logot chai loba. Next question. That so who is what but nothing happened. Who is the speaker? What did he anticipate? He ki anticipate koisile but nothing happened boli ami inverted comma ase je who is the speaker? Yeah, speaker kon? So France was the speaker and ki anubhob koisile? He anticipated that the teacher Monceau Hamel would call him Monceau Hamel ta gali paribo because he knew nothing about the rules of participle. Participle bishoye he eko jana nasile. So next question hoise who was Hauser? So Hauser was an old village people. Hoy na hoy? Why do you think Hauser's primer was thumbed at the ease? So Hauser's primer was thumbed at the ease on it was slightly damaged for the more uses, overuses. Okay. So next question, was Monceau Hamel's manner of speaking different on the day of the last lesson? Yes, Monceau Hamel's manner of speaking was different on the day of the last lesson. Last lesson ekhon Monceauৰ কথা কোৱাৰ যেটো স্টাইল চেঞ্জ হৈছিলে usually Monceau Hamel was strict and cranky khub khongal asile but that day he seemed to be very kind and gentle and didn't punish France for being late to school je France keteo kenakhon punishment dia nasile very cool kind in a serious gentle lekha dekhinu agote khub cranky strict dekha poa goise that was the changing manner of Monceau Hamel on that special day. So next question, what did France feel about his books, the French grammar and the history of France? Why? What does France feel about his books? According to France, the French grammar, the history of France were a nuisance and heavy to carry. France bhaisile je grammar, France or history ebur orthohin, meaningless. These were all France that he couldn't give up. Aru kintu ebur tar purana bondhur roy kintu ekebare eriu dibo noare. He felt so because it was the last French lesson. এই কারণে তার ভাবিছিলে কারণ সেইখন তার ফ্ৰেন্সৰ লাষ্ট লেসন আছিল আৰু তাৰ পিছত হয়তো এই ওল্ড ফ্ৰেঞ্চ ল্যাঙ্গুৱেজ হিষ্ট্ৰি বুকবোৰ হি আৰু দেখা নাপাব. He had not learned his lessons properly and he had neglected it in the past. আৰু হি ভালকে পঢ়া নাছিলে, completely neglect কৰিছিলে আগতে. Why were the old men of the village sitting in the back of the room? Roomৰ লাষ্টৰ ফালে কিয় old men বুঢ়া মানুহবোৰে গাঁৱৰ মানুহবোৰে বহি আছিলে? The old men of village were sitting at the back of the room because they wanted to give thanks Hamel for his 40 years of faithful service. তেওঁ 40 years যে গাঁওখনত পঢ়াইছিলে আৰু সেই কাৰণে তেওঁক এটা ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আহিছিলে. It's an acknowledgement to Monceau Hamel service and also showing the respect to the country because it was their only way of thanking the teacher for his service. ঠিক আছে? Then the babies chanted their ba bi bi, bo, bu. So what is ba, bi, bo, bu? Very important. These are different sounds of the French alphabet that are taught to young children. French alphabet are like sound hoy. Okay. So next question is that which war acts as the setting of the last lesson? What do you know about it? Kun khon war kotha yat koa hoisil. The Franco-Prussian War background a story to kahini to likha hoise. Very important. 1870 to 1871 ot hua France aru Prussia majot hua ekhon war hoine aru Prussia mane etia Germany. Okay, as the setting of the last lesson, France was defeated by Prussia, led by Bismarck. Prussia then consisted of what now are the nations of Germany, Poland, and the parts of Austria. The French district of Alsace-Lorraine have passed into Prussians' hands. Very important. So, a background to heard hoisile. So that's all for this video, and keep watching my channel. And for the new learners, subscribe it and press the bell icon. So, have a nice day.